Northwest Indiana, or near Michigan City, LaPorte, Hobart, Burns Harbor, Valparaiso, Chesterton, South Bend, or Portage. There is no comparison to the other dealers around town to Sowers Ford Lincoln in Michigan City. Get your best price on Ford trucks, Focus, F-150, Explorer, Escape, and Lincoln MKS, MKT, and more, as well as Fiesta, Fusion, Taurus, and Mustang. We welcome you to Sowers Ford Lincoln dealership in Michigan City, Northwest Indiana's newest Ford Lincoln dealer. We place the highest emphasis on our customers. We offer new and used Ford and Lincoln vehicles, parts, service, and used cars, including Focus, Fiesta, and more. For more information, drop by 3930 Franklin in Michigan City, Indiana, or visit them online at SowersAuto.com. Sowers Ford Lincoln, Northwest Indiana's newest Ford Lincoln dealer.
Tight end set. High formation. Toby Gerhardt. Toby spins away. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Toby Gerhardt spun away from a tackle and scored from a yard out. And Jacksonville has taken the lead.
That from 10-10 XL in Jacksonville. The Jaguars pick up the win in a battle of also-rans in the AFC South. The final there, 21-13. Jags just their third win of the year and an unprecedented 9-game losing streak for the Titans to fall to 2-13. Interesting thing about that game in a moment, this is the afternoon locker room presented by Gigahertz, and that's where we come in. Guests appear on the Verizon Wireless hotline, Verizon Wireless, and the cellular connection in Michigan City, proud to help you be a part of America's most trusted 4G LTE network. I'm Alvin in Washington in the building. Give us a call, 573-200-6505. Tweet us at Arena Sportsnet or at ASN Plus. Use the hashtag Afternoon Locker Room. And, of course, jump on the Facebook page, The Afternoon Locker Room. This portion brought to you by the Clarion Hotel of Michigan City. For reservations, call 1-800-CLARION. One of the interesting plays of last night's game was the last play of the game. And it was a game changer, or in one particular person's case, a money changer. You see, Charlie Whitehurst was the quarterback of the Titans. But as he dropped back, there was one man in his face that wanted to make sure that he got his money's worth. And boy, did he ever. Cinderic Marks, the defensive tackle of the Jaguars, got the full sack. It was lone sack of the night. Gave him 8.5 on the year. That also triggered a $600,000 bonus on his contract. Immediately after sacking Whitehurst, even he had to mock Johnny Manziel's "Show Me the Money" sign. And everybody around him, I'm talking about his teammates, mobbed him in a big old pile, and he was like, dude, up, everybody up. But in the aftermath, he said, you know what, this is big. You know, anybody want to, come out and have a good time with me, it's on me. And that's great. That is absolutely great. It's one thing to earn the achievement, it's another to celebrate it with those that help you got there. So good deal for Cinderic in a season that has pretty much gotten away from him. Blake Bortles did not do too bad last night. He was 13 for 26, 115 yards and a touchdown. And strangely enough, he got sacked 4 times. So did Charlie Whitehurst, despite throwing 287 yards and a touchdown himself. All right, let's jump into the association, because that's what we like to do, America. As I mentioned, the big story from last night is the trade of Rajon Rondo to the Mavericks in return for 3 other players. Here's Here's who the Celtics get. Among the players they got, Jameer Nelson was in that mix. The Celtics also get a conditional draft pick for next year and another pick for 2016 and some $12 million. What does this do, however, like for Rajon Rondo coming to the Mavericks? Well, look at this potential starting lineup. Rajon Rondo and Monte Ellis in the backcourt. Chandler Parsons up front with Tyson Chandler and Dirk Nowitzki holding down the middle. You have the former defensive player of the year, former finals MVP, Chandler Parsons coming over from the Houston Rockets as a sharpshooter, an emerging scoring star in Monte Ellis, and now you have a pass-first point guard in Rajon Rondo, who's also a defensive specialist. So I would have to say Rick Carlisle and owner Mark Cuban may probably have their best chance to win the finals since taking it all in 2011. But they've got to leapfrog some folk because everybody else is still looking good, including the Spurs, including the Clippers, the Blazers, the Warriors, and the Thunder. And the Thunder are charging hard. I mean, they are currently, my memory serves me correct, they're currently 8th seed right now. Now, that's huge for the simple fact, here's a team that everybody basically left for dead. And now here they are, within striking range. That is just unreal. And I dare say, Kevin Westbrook is on an MVP tier. I mean, he really is. But can he keep it up? Can he keep it up? You know, that remains to be seen at this point. But it will sure be fun to see what happens at this particular juncture. The Afternoon Locker Room presented by Gigahertz. This portion brought to you by LaPorte County Life and LaPorteCountyLife.com. Have you heard the good news? All right, let's get into the scores from last night. It was a short slate, as a matter of fact. Let's start with the Bulls and the Knicks. Bulls winning at 103-97, career night for one Caron Butler. But he had help from Paul Gasol in the mix, too.
Aaron Brooks on a crossover, turns baseline left, fires inside pass to Gasol. With the finish with the right hand. Timeout, New York. What a pass, Aaron Brooks to Paul Gasol. 197 Bulls, 52 seconds left.
That from ESPN 1000 as the Bulls improve their record to 16-9. They're an even 5-5 at the United Center. Swinging over to the New Orleans Pelicans and the Houston Rockets. The Pelicans get over 500 and stop the Rockets from getting to 20 wins, 99-90. It's another Anthony Davis sighting, you know.
Off a Howard screen, gets the lane, goes up, blocked by Davis. Davis swats another one. Davis has 6 blocks tonight in total. That's 69 blocks for the season now for AD. Catch and shoot. Davis, baseline left, good. And the Pelicans lead by 8 now, 83-75 with 7:05 to go.
That from 105.3 WWL-FM in New Orleans. Davis with 30 and 14 rebounds, along with those 6 swats. 99-90 the final. Pelicans now 13-12, 5-9 away from the house. The Golden State Warriors had a tough one with the Oklahoma City Thunder. It was the first time Kevin Durant was meeting the Warriors. Unfortunately, in this game, Kevin Durant had to leave the game with an ankle twist. The Thunder hung tough, but Seth Curry there. Go to that man again.
Barnes, pressured by Morrow, gets the ball to Curry, checks the sideline, gets the screen, takes it back up top, drives on Morrow, down the lane to the rim, floater on the rim, off glass, and good! Curry with back-to-back drives. He's got 34.
That from KABC as the final was 114 to 109. Russell Westbrook holding the line, 33 points, 8 assists. Curry had 34 to lead the Warriors 22-3. They're 9-1 at home at the Oracle Arena. And the Bucks in their first game since Jabari Parker went down with a season-ending ACL injury. They spoiled the return of DeMarcus Cousins. 108 to 107 the final. Bucks are 14-13 overall. Kings dropped to 11-15. Cousins did come back in a big way, 27 points and 11 rebounds. Looks like it's Brandon Knight that's going to have to shoulder the load from here on out. 20 points for him on the slate tonight, and it's a big one. Of the key games to watch, Spurs and Trailblazers will go at it tonight. The Spurs are 17-9. They're down on the charts. They're like around 7th position right now in the rough and tumble Western Conference. The Trailblazers are in the 3 spot. Thunder and Lakers will go at it later on tonight. Not certain if Kevin Durant will play because he's day-to-day again with that ankle twist. Clippers will be at the Nuggets. The Chicago Bulls will get their first crack at the Memphis Grizzlies. This might be key because you could possibly see in the finals Bulls-Grizzlies. These are two teams that are very defensive-minded, almost old school to a fault. Good, solid big men down low. You got Joakim Noah for the Bulls, Marc Gasol and Zebo for the Grizzlies. Good guard play. Conley and Allen for the Grizz. Jimmy Butler, Kirk Heinrich, Aaron Brooks for Chicago. Who knows? Derrick Rose might make an appearance if he isn't ill on later on this evening. Also, Raptors and Pistons going at it. Raptors looking to maintain their stature as the number 1 team in the Eastern Conference. T-Wolves and Celtics go at it. This is the first game for the Celtics without Rajon Rondo. Look like the building might be a little empty. You know? Nets and Cavaliers will go at it over at the Q. Magic and Jazz, Hornets, and Sixers will lead things off. Real quick, to NCAA basketball top 25 action from last night. There were just 2 games on the docket, one of them being number 2 Duke taking on UConn. And Duke remains undefeated, stopping the national champion 66-56 in that game. One Jahlil Okafor had another great night. Okafor winding up with 12 points, also 8 rebounds. Emile Jefferson had a double-double with 11 points and 13 rebounds. Tyus Jones had 21. That offset a great night of 22 for Ryan Boatwright. Also in the mix, number 6 Virginia takes out Cleveland State. That final 70-54. Virginia led by a pair of 16-point performances. Malcolm Brogdon and Justin Anderson. Anthony Gill brought up the rear with 13 points and 8 rebounds. That'll take us into the halftime point. We'll look at the NHL coming up next. Lots and lots of games to talk about in that neck of the woods. And our topic du jour later on today is an interesting one. It's the NBA MASH unit. And it has been a big one this year with a lot of key major players and rookies hitting the dirt, and some not even being able to make it back. I mean, it has just been that crazy in the hospital. The NBA MASH unit, our topic this year, coming up later on in the show. Don't move a muscle, folks. This is the Afternoon Locker Room presented by Gigahertz, and that's where we come in. And we're back in a moment. This is the Afternoon Locker Room.